So now we go on to Dr. Ajay Paul, another stalwart from the East. And over to you, Ajay, to take us through your case on cataract.
Thank you, Dr. Chitra and Dr. Ramurthy, for having me in this webinar. Now, I'll be continuing what Dr. Chitra has presented on subluxated cataracts. Now, this will be a progressive type of subluxated cataract, unlike the ones that she has shown. The approach would be a bit different in the sense that you have to be prepared for all the possibilities that can happen because this is progressive. And most of the time when we think that it is a mild, it can, once we put in viscoelastic, it can turn into a moderate, or what looks like a 90-degree can end up in something like 100-degree or 120-degree, and even 180-degree subluxation that you see preoperatively can be more than. Let's have the video, please. Now, this is a 180-degree subluxation. As you can see, we'll be showing. Now, these, as I said, this anterior chamber might be very shallow. As you can see, the side part has almost touched the anterior capsule. So we put in high molecular viscoelastic. Now, this is very important. And we start our capsulorhexis away from subluxated area. Now, at these positions, many a times you might need to support of some capsular hook. Now, as you have been discussing, femto is definitely an advantage in these sort of cases when you can actually make your rhexis wherever you want, and whichever position you can shift and make it possible. And as we are discussing, and how you can just, with a side port, with a microrhexis, you can just peel it off. The next step I would like to do is the viscodissection. Now, this is unlike in a normal hydrodissection, because viscodissection would help me in the next step that I would do. I'm putting in the capsular hooks. Now, these are specially designed capsular hooks. As you can see, these, unlike the iris hooks, which we use sometimes, the capsular hooks, pose it in such a way that angle is such that you're not lifting the lens, the IOL. And in these cases, I am one of those surgeons who actually put the CTR as early as possible. I would like to put it, that's what the viscodissection helps, where you have the CTR going in and placing it. Now, for the nucleus, this is a softer nucleus, and so bimanual eye actually removes those nucleus. But then when you have met with a harder cataract, like this sort of cataract, what we use is lower parameters, and the newer machines with the bottle height or the newer external IOP, you can control it. While removing the cortex from the periphery, this is what you have to, the tangential movement, because you already have the CTR there. So as you can see, the CTR has already come out. So I'm trying to push it inside. And in these cases, as earlier we had said, whether we to put, when putting the lens, whether we have to remove the capsular hooks. Now, these capsular hooks are designed in such a way that you can release a bit and then fill the anterior chamber with viscoelastic. And in this case, I'm putting a multi-piece lens. You can also put a single-piece lens. Now, this is what I prefer. Now, while putting on those CT segments, now this is the railroad technique with the two end of the double-ended 9O Prolene I'm using. And then I just do a scleral, a little bit of groove there instead of a scleral flap. And as I put those, direct the CT segment there, and this is the railroad technique. Go there. One has to be careful when taking out that 26 gauge needle so that the incision is not caught up there. And then the other one goes there. And again, taking care that it use a spatula there to open up the incision so that the 26 gauge needle comes out. Do a, that's the suturing, that is the knot that I'm using, and that's easily covered up. And some of the variation that I'm using is using an iris hook also that we showed in the last webinar the other day. Now, that's at the end of the surgery, you have the lens well centered, and you need to follow up these patients, because these are long-term follow-up. Progressive ones can end up in fibrosis, can end up in tear. So that's the variation that I would be using it from few cases where I put the iris hook. Thank you.